come back to our conversation. My apologist. You see, when you look, in fact, last week we didn't consume the discussion on truth.
Exactly.
So I wonder if today we'll be able to start talking about the life. Because it appears as if the three things Jesus spoke about, I am the way, the truth, and the life, they appear to be related and interconnected. But
exactly.
The thing that really started the conversation was when Jesus said that do not let your heart be troubled. In my Father's house there are many mansions. He said, I'm going. And then he said, with the way I'm going, you know. And then one of the gentlemen said, no, where you are going, we don't know. And then it brought this conversation.
Yes.
Now, let's now try and finish the whole thing about the truth.
Yes. So, last week we've been saying a lot of things. On the program.
Yeah.
We started by saying that people normally want options, and it's just it's something that is inherent every man to want options, to want...
It's a human behavior.
You understand. Even when you enter the supermarket, you want options.
You don't want to just pick the thing up. You want
understand.
to look at the other things.
And so for Christ to bring us to a point to tell us that something, when it comes to me, there are not so many options.
In fact, there is only one.
We also mentioned the names of some of those religious leaders.
Exactly.
Like I said that somebody like Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, he never said that he is the way. And the Paul Twitchell of Ekanka, yes. The present worldwide leader is called Harold Clem, has never said that he is the way. And we even said that when you are talking to somebody of some of those Eastern religions, there is no way they are going to actually debate you on anything. They are just going to say that, oh, you have another God.
Yes, I'll
just,
add them
just bring
my pantheon of gods. Yes,
you understand. And they say we went on and on and on. Zoroaster never said that. He's presently there is this America is bombing Iran, and then so the Iranians are formally the people we all know as Persians.
Yeah.
And their major religion is Zoroastrianism.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. And so even Zoroaster never declared that he is the only way.
He didn't make that claim.
You see, Gautama Siddhartha Buddha, who is the founder of the Buddhism, also has not made such claims. So for Jesus to make such claims, it's
quite audacious.
It's audacious, and we must be able to pay attention. We also said that three things. So last week we looked at some people, secular philosophers, who spoke about what truth was or what truth is, and all this we said that there is the coherence theory. There is the coherence theory, which a certain man called George Wilhelm Frederick brought, and then we have the correspondence theory, which is classically tied to Aristotle, and then he says that truth is when what you say matches reality. And then we also had William James, who was for the pragmatic theory. And then in all, we mentioned three things. We said that in all what we read from these secular philosophers, there are three things that we see passing through everything that they say, and that truth must be real, truth must be ultimate, and then truth must be reliable. So we come to Jesus Christ, and then we said in John 14:6, Jesus actually is not saying that. So when you look at all these other people who are talking about what truth is, you can see that it is performative, in a sense that you would have to do something, you would have to think about something in order to arrive at the thing. But then we come to Jesus Christ, who says that, you see, you do not need to go through a certain array of things in order to arrive at what truth is. I am what you are actually looking for. So then that also brings us to Christianity, and what Christianity makes Christianity exclusive from all other religious beliefs, in a sense that most religious beliefs would let you do things in order to attain something. You understand? So that some other people will tell you that in order for you to be very significant or reach a certain level in their religion, you need to give alms, you need to do this, you need to do that.
You need to visit a certain holy place.
You understand? You need to visit a certain holy place and all that kind of things.
Some purification.
So when you look at what all these philosophers say in the world, you can see clearly that it is something you do, something you would have to experience. You understand? But when it comes to Christ, he says that I am the thing. And he is unapologetic about it. You see how it works. So Jesus Christ is not only saying that he is coherent, he says that he himself is the coherence. You get what I mean? So what makes Christianity so different is that in Christianity, we do not come to Christ trying to do things in ourselves. We come to Christ because he's already done something
he has
for
done
us.
It for us, okay.
So it is a done deal. It is not a doing, quote unquote, religion. You understand? So
before you go further, doesn't this premise give the Christian a blank check to misbehave?
No. You understand? So
I know we'll come back. I just want us to look at it.
Yes, yes.
Because if it has already been done,
yes,
and trying to use the hard work of the rich man who gathered wealth,
yes,
not wanting his heir apparent to go through the pain he went through to get all that wealth,
yes,
only for him to pass on,
yes,
and the young man who inherited hasn't built that character,
yes,
to manage what has been bequeathed to him. Is he not going to blow that away? Doesn't the premise where Jesus has done everything for us, when we come to discover him as the truth, doesn't it leave us the premise to now destroy everything?
Not at all. Because then, so whereas with other religious beliefs, you would have to do things in order to arrive at a certain point. In Christianity, we know the truth in order to do stuff.
Oh, okay. So the doing will be there, but
yes,
it has to be clearly laid out so that the Christian does not think that they're doing it by their strength.
Exactly. So that morality is not something that you should use to judge truth, because at the end, every other religious body has a certain form of morality. So
they have some moral code.
They have some moral code
that people must be working with, and
you understand.
But then with Christianity, like you're explaining, that Jesus says that he is the truth.
Yes,
he has finished it for you.
Yes,
and he has given it to you. Now you have to learn how to handle it.
So in Christianity, you cannot just be doing stuff, be doing this and that. If I do this, then it will lead to this. If I do that, it doesn't work like that. Without you looking at the exclusive person who is the centrality of what you have come to believe, who is Jesus Christ. So whereas people in other religious bodies try to do things in order to arrive at a place, we accept the truth in order to do things. So that is the reason why when you check the book of Genesis, or you look at the book of Genesis, you will see that God actually created everything, created this, and then he rested on the seventh day. Then he created man on the sixth day. Do you remember?
Yes,
he created man on the sixth day. So man's first day in his life was actually the seventh day. So while God worked and rested, man rested. His first day was a day of rest. So we come to Christ resting in what he has already finished.
Isn't this quite some revelation that you're basking in already? And not to pull your sleeve, let's just allow the conversation to